Like damn, she wanna afford to touch me. I say I want it, and she got it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. We're gonna get into Bad Blood from October the 5th, 2024. A very solid, fun premium live event. This was actually one of the best B+ premium live events of the year. So I'm going to do this review just a little bit differently. I'm going to talk about the downer matches first, and then I'll end the show with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and the main event, which was Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. So that's how we're going to do it. Because really and truthfully, this was a two-match show, for being honest. So the second match of the night was Bayley versus Nia Jax for the the WWE Women's Championship. Nia Jax gets the win. Tiffany Stratton, she came out towards the middle of the match, so there was a ref bump in this match for whatever reason. Nia ran into the ref. I believe her name is Jessica Carr, so she took her out. Bayley was going to go. Bayley was able to hit the Rose Plant. Tiffany Stratton comes out. She teases, cashing in. And so Nia Jax is able to sit up, and she's pissed off. Tiffany Stratton then says she's not going to cash in. So Bayley shoves Nia Jax to Tiffany Stratton, trying to roll her up, but it doesn't happen. So Bayley's able to get on the ropes, and she grabs the briefcase from Tiffany. And then Nia Jax is able to get the win via a distraction from Tiffany Stratton. So Nia hits the Samoan drop, and then she hits she hits the Samoan drop, and then she hits the Annihilator for the 1, 2, 3. So Nia Jax wins. This is fine, I guess. The match was okay, but it felt like this could have taken place on Smackdown, and that's just what it felt like to me. So they're still doing the Tiffany cash-in, which is fine. When does Nia lose this title? I want to say probably at Crown Jewel or probably at Survivor Series, one of the two. So I'm guessing she'll lose at Survivor Series. And maybe Charlotte Flair will return between Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. Because, like I said, Bayley lost. So there's nowhere else for Bayley to go, really, at this point in time. And I don't know what you do with Bayley going forward. I just don't. So that's something that Triple H has to figure out. But this match definitely felt like a Smackdown match. That's what it felt like. So it is what it is. Moving on. So, I forgot to mention people that were ringside for this match. It was great. So, Jacqueline was there, Lillian Garcia was there, and Booker T was there. So that was great. Really good stuff. I also forgot to mention that they had a couple backstage segments with Naomi and Bianca and Jade. So there were several extras partying. So Jey Uso, he's in the background. Peter Rosenberg is there. DDP is there. And Mickie James, they're there. So that's cool. And Tully Blanchard and X-Pac, they were there as well. So that was great. So cool stuff there. Cool stuff. Moving on. So Xavier Woods, he has a commercial for Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, so that's fine. Who cares? So they tease a video. No, my bad. So SummerSlam next year is going to be 2 nights next year in the MetLife Stadium in New York. My bad, in New Jersey. Next August. So that's fine, I guess. I figured they were going to do It's 2-night SummerSlam eventually, but you don't really need a 2-night SummerSlam. I feel like 2 nights for SummerSlam is a little bit too much. I feel like you should just have a 2-night WrestleMania and be fine with that. You don't need that for SummerSlam, but it is what it is. So, the Hall of Famers for this next match that were at ringside were X-Pac, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson. So, Quavo, he's there ringside. Lil Baby's there ringside. And Metro Booming is there ringside. So nice. Really good shit there. So this leads us into Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. Damien Priest gets the win via the South of Heaven. This match was fine. The Judgment Day, they got involved. They came down. And Damien Priest fought those guys off. This match, like I said, it was fine. It was okay. But it just felt like a Raw match. Like, these guys didn't really do anything, you know? And I'm trying to think, do you still continue their feud going forward? Or do you end it at maybe like a crown jewel? My bad. If I was booking this, I would continue this feud. It lasts it continues at Crown Jewel and it ends at Survivor Series. So maybe like a steel cage match or something like that or something. I don't know. But that's what I would do. So, maybe Finn Balor gets his win back at Crown Jewel and then they do the rubber match at Survivor Series. But after we've done these 3 matches and done this feud, where do both guys go going forward? Are we going to see Damien Priest go after Gunther again to get his rematch? Or is he just destined to be in the mid-card? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But damn. But, the match here was fun. Was I into it? Not really. It just felt like something that could have been on Raw, really. And that's what these matches felt like. Moving on. So this leads us into Triple H. So he comes out. So Triple H says that it's hard to believe that it's been 30 years since he lived around the city. He said that he was in ECW as Terror Rising. He mentions the crowd size for this show. He said there's 16,092 people in attendance. This is the 60th sellout of the year. That's the largest grossing arena event in history. So Triple H thanks them. He said, now it's time to talk about the next history-making event in 4 weeks. He says, then he brings up Crown Jewel. The crowd boos lightly. He said this year they're going to make history. It's going to be the beginning of a new era in WWE. It's an annual event that's going to take place at Crown Jewel. The reigning WWE champion will face the reigning world champion for both men and women. Neither title's on the line, but there'll be a definite winner, and that winner will be crowned 2024's Crown Jewel champion. And then we see the championships that are unveiled. He says 50 carats of diamonds will signify the winner as the best of the best. This to me is kind of dumb. I don't really care about this. So Gunther, he came out to basically interrupt. He said that a few months ago he won the King of the Ring. And at that time, Triple H came out and shook his hand. The same will happen in 4 weeks. He knows that he's facing Sami Zayn on Raw with the title on the line, but people like Sami Zayn aren't cut out to be top guys, which is kind of true. I hate to say that, but yeah, it is kind of true about that. That he's honest in that statement. He really is. So, Gunther says that as a future legend, Gunther wants to spotlight the legends in attendance today. So a Goldberg chant breaks out. Gunther smirks and says, Bill Goldberg. So Goldberg looks pleased. Gunther says that he wants to clarify something. Goldberg might have might have seen where he said to Bret Hart, that Goldberg was his favorite wrestler. That's not true. How could one of the greatest wrestlers be impressed by a one-trick pony like Goldberg? Gunther says he meant no disrespect and was busting balls. Gunther has advice for Goldberg's son, Gage. Gunther says he hopes Goldberg is a better father than a professional wrestler. So this pisses off Goldberg. Goldberg wants a piece of Gunther. And then officials come out along with Adam Pearce to separate. Sami Zayn then attacks Gunther from behind. And the two of them, they brawl. So this is fine. So this is probably going to lead to a match at Crown Jewel, Goldberg versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is great. Excellent stuff here. I do expect for Gunther to lose going into Netflix in January when WWE goes to Netflix. So I expect Gunther to not be champion. I would probably say at Saturday Night Main Event in December. I think that's how they're going to end up doing it. I don't think he's not losing at Crown Jewel or at Survivor Series, but he's definitely going to have to lose the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday Night Main Event in December. He's going to have to do it because I just don't see Gunther being world champion going into Netflix. It's going to either be Seth Rollins or CM Punk as champion going into Netflix. I just don't see Gunther being champion as WWE goes into Netflix. You know, Gunther would have to lose the title in December anyway. I mean, that would make the most sense. So he beats Goldberg at Crown Jewel. Maybe we do CM Punk and Gunther at Survivor Series. Gunther wins. Punk wants his rematch. Punk wins at Saturday Night Main Event in December. And I guess Gunther goes off in the sunset, I guess. I don't know, but, you know, that's kind of where it seems like things are going. Moving on. So, this leads us into another backstage segment. So, DDP, he's at ringside. Mickey James is there. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, he's there, which is great. So, Kathy Kelly, she's in the VIP suit with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. So, Metro Boomin is there, but he acts like something smells terrible. Chelsea Green, she shows up, and everybody, you know, dogs are out. She still stinks from the garbage. Piper Niven's with her. And they kick out Chelsea Green, and then Piper Niven opts the stage. This was great. So this leads us into the co-main event. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Dirty Dom, he shows up in a lowrider, a Lucha lowrider, which was great. So this was a DQ because Raquel Rodriguez, she made her return. She's been out for well over a year. I believe she may have gotten injured, I want to say last year, but she's been out for a minute. I can't remember when she got injured, though. I know I was looking it up on Wikipedia. I can't remember what it said. I want to say she's been out for close to a year, if not a year. So she's been out for a while. I'm talking about a while. Because I was worried about her, and I ended up doing some research on her, and I forgot what she had, but she was out for a minute. So I'm glad that she's back. So Dom was in the shark cage. There was one part in the match where Dom basically was able to get out of the shark cage. He fell on... he was upside down. So Rhea was talking to the referee saying that she has to take care of some unfinished business. She grabs a kendo stick, beats the shit out of Dom with it. And then Raquel Rodriguez comes out and she hits the Tajana bomb or whatever it's called now. And so that was it. So She actually put Liv Morgan on top of on top of Rhea, but the match was already over, and that was it. So that's fun. This makes sense. I'm glad that Raquel is back. It makes perfect sense. This is great. The feud continues. When do we end this? Probably at Survivor Series. I doubt they're going to end this in at Crown Jewel. Not going to happen. All right. Now that that's over with, we can get into the main events of the show. The opener of the show was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. So we actually kicked the show off with Samantha Irvin. She sings God Bless America, which she did a great job on. Then Bianca and Jade, they welcome us to the show, along with Naomi. They say that they're honored and excited to be in Atlanta, Georgia. So Bianca welcomes everybody to WWE Bad Blood. It's going to be an amazing and history-changing night. Naomi says it's their job to get the party started with Hell in a Cell. So this was great. So this leads us into our first match of the night. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. CM Punk wins. This match was fun. They brought the wrench out, which was great. CM Punk was very methodical in this match. This was a very slow brawl, but it was great. Both guys were busted open. So CM Punk, he grabbed the wrench and he busted open Drew that way. CM Punk got busted open. I forgot how he got busted open, but this was really good. So, Drew dominated most of this match, really. So, Drew hit the Claymore early on. And then CM Punk, he got the toolbox. He smashed Drew's head open with it, which was great. That was great. That's how Drew McIntyre got busted open. CM Punk got busted open via a wrench, which was great. So, Punk hit the GTS. Drew McIntyre rolled out the ring. Punk was smiling. That was great. Punk went for the sharpshooter. Drew was able to fight out of it with the wrench again. Then CM Punk Drew McIntyre did a suplex through a table, taking out CM Punk for a while. This was great. A great table spot. Thankfully, the crowd didn't cuss in this match. I'm kind of tired of hearing the holy shit chants. They did the this is awesome chants, which was great. So, Drew brings in the steel steps. He hit CM Punk with the steel steps. He was able to hit the white noise on the steel steps. Punk's still able to fight back. And CM Punk was able to hit a Anaconda Vice. Drew fights out of it again with a wrench. So CM Punk gets the upper hand. He has the wrench. He's about to hit McIntyre with it. And Drew begins to beg him off. CM Punk tells Drew McIntyre to pray to him. So Punk's about to hit Drew with the wrench. McIntyre hits a low blow. So he goes to under the ring, grabs a black bag. He pours a bunch of bracelet beads on the floor, which was great. This was great. So McIntyre was going to go for the Claymore kick, but Punk moves. So Punk was able to dodge that. Drew falls on the steel steps. He hits his back on the steel steps pretty bad. So this allows for Punk to get a steel chain. He wraps it around his knee. He picks up a scoop of beads and he shoves them into Drew McIntyre's mouth, which was great. And then Punk hits the GTS with his chain knee for the 1, 2, 3. This thing was great. I loved this match. This match was so fucking good. And like Michael Cole said, it was not a match. It was a fight. This was a brawl. This was excellent. I love this. This was one of CM Punk's best matches so far that he's been in WWE. Kudos to both guys. Both guys brought it. I love the physicality. I love the violence too. It was professional violence. It was not indie garbage violence like we saw with Swerve and Hangman. And it's not a knock to those guys, but I loved how WWE let things breathe and how they were able to show you this violence from a professional manner and not just doing dumb shit. You know, we didn't see needles and stuff like that in there. Like, this was great. Like, I really dug this match. This match was great. I was just pissed off that this match was not in the co-main. You could have easily opened up the show with, like, Finn Balor and Damien Priest, or however you wanted to open the show, but this should have been in the co-main. This should have been in the co-main. This is great. The feud is officially over. I'm guessing Drew McIntyre goes to Smackdown. I'm guessing they're going to trade Drew for somebody. I don't know who it could be, but Drew cannot be on Raw anymore. There's really no point. He's lost to CM Punk. The feud is over with, and he needs to go to Smackdown. That's just what I would do with Drew McIntyre going forward. He's already faced Gunther anyway, so there's nothing else he can do on Raw. This was great. I love this. I love this. Post-match, CM Punk, he collapses. He attempted to walk up the ramp, and so Adam Pearce and other officials, they come down. So Punk, he gets oxygen for a few moments. Punk wants his wife, and is able to pull himself up to his feet. He walks out with his own power, and this was great. So excellent stuff there. I love this match. Tremendous stuff, man. Really, really good shit from both guys. Really good stuff. Main event of the evening. The Bloodline versus Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, they get the win. This match was good. This was a slow, methodic match. Solo and Jacob Fatu, they dominated most of this match. Cody and Roman took some really good bumps. And this was great. So Roman did take a couple bumps in this match. Who took most of the punishment was Cody in this match. So basically, Cody Rhodes struggled to take out Jacob Fatu, basically. Throughout the match, he struggled. And so, Cody and Jacob Fatu, they fought outside the ring. So Cody was able to put Jacob Fatu through the announce table via a splash, taking him out, because Jacob Fatu is basically impervious to pain. He just sits right back up, which is great. So, then this left Solo and Roman to fight it out. So Solo and Reigns, they went back and forth. Roman was able to hit a Superman punch, which was great. He's about to do, he lets out for his primal scream that he always does, basically. So Solo hit a spear, Roman kicked out. And then Solo starts talking trash to Roman, saying, you lied to me. So Solo turns around, he sees someone in a black hoodie. Tama Tonga and Tamaloa, they're there. So it's revealed to be Jimmy Uso. The crowd pops massively for this shit. This is out for Roman to hit a spear on Solo, and that was it. I love this. This match was good. This was a really, really good match, man. I enjoyed the match. I liked it, but the match was very, very slow. So post-match, Roman is extremely emotional. He looks at Jimmy. So Roman gets to his feet. And the two of them, they embrace. The crowd pops massively. So Roman, he sees Cody. He's trying to pull himself up to the corner. So, Roman Reigns tells Cody, "You're in." No, my bad. Roman nods to Cody. He looks at the title. Roman nods to Cody again, and then he leaves. So then Tama Tonga and Tama Loa and Jacob Fatu and Solo, they all jump Cody. So that's a 4-on-1. Jimmy asked Roman that he's the LTC, he needs to do something. So Roman Roman and Jimmy, they show up. They fight off the bloodline. And then Roman, he looks at the Undisputed Championship again. He picks it up off the mat. So Roman looks at the title again. And then Roman hands the title to Cody. And looks him in the eyes. And then Cody Rhodes holds up the title. And then we hear The Rock. And the people just blow up the arena. Like, this was a massive, massive pop. So, The Rock looks down the ring. He raises the people's eyebrow. And he counts to 3. And then he walks off. So, this was great. I think what this signifies is they're going to go for the Rock being the main guy of this new bloodline, and it's going to basically be at War Games. It's going to be the original bloodline: Jimmy, Roman, Jay, and Sammy versus the bloodline 2.0: Solo, Tama Tonga, Tama Loa, and Jacob Fatu. This is great. I love this. Excellent stuff here. Excellent stuff. This show, like I said before, was solid. The first match of the night was great, tremendous, and then the main event was tremendous. Everything else on the show, it was okay. So we got a lot of returns. The Rock showing up was great. Jimmy showing up was great. Goldberg being in there was great. So really good stuff there. But what did you guys think of Bad Blood? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.